Okay, hopefully we can hear me now. I'm still putting up cables, so we're almost there, and then we can start. But yeah, we're making cassoulet today. I cannot see you yet. In case you're wondering, I do not see you quite yet. I feel like I need to drink more water. Yeah, we're almost at a point where I can let you see me. We even put a cute outfit on today. It is not a maid outfit. But I figured since it's White Day, maybe I should wear something cute. You know? And white. But yeah. So White Day is a capitalistic holiday very focused around candy. So Valentine's in Asia, typically the ladies and girls give gifts to the dudes, assuming heteronormativity, you know? And then March 14th, time for payback. So that means however much that person spent on you, you need to fucking double that shit and like fork it over. That's what White Day is. White Day is for us. White Day is for us. So I like White Day, but if you don't have like a special someone, I remember when I was in Korea, like I was one of the younger members in our study abroad program, and so like all the guys like gave me like a box of pepero or something, you know what I mean? Like just like a small little whatever, so I didn't feel like left out or whatever. So yeah. It's just a candy holiday. It's like a capitalistic candy holiday. So, yeah. If somebody gave you something, this is the day to pay it back. So yeah. We like White Day. We don't usually celebrate it. Sometimes I celebrate Black Day, which okay, so let me explain that one. So White Day is the getting the payback for it's essentially return on investment day. It's return on investment day. And then Black Day is like if you're a single bitch, then you go out and you eat jjajangmyeon with all your other single homies. But my best friend is supposedly like seeing someone. Last time she told me she was seeing someone, so I'm gonna assume that they're still together. I haven't met this person. But I don't go outside of my house. So it's not like I'm meeting anyone, really. But yeah, let me just check how everything is looking. Right. Holy shit, there's 9 people in here? When did that happen? Wait, why the fuck are we on that scene? I seriously thought I put you on the correct scene. My bad. You're seeing all my shit. Alright. Goddamn. Okay. That just happened? Oh, it just happened? Oh, that's weird. Yo, what up? Oh, thank you. I don't know why we're lagging so hard, but I'm still downloading videos off of Twitch. So, oh my god, Seedlit! Oh, hello? I'm always so happy to see you because I'm like, oh my god, what did Seedlit make today? Oh my god, Pixel! Oh shit, Pixel Rain! I'm so sorry. I didn't see that. I'm sorry. What up, Pixel? I don't know if you're still here. Behind the scenes tour, let's go. I'm just glad there wasn't anything sus. Holy crap. But yeah, that's what White Day is. Today is a return on investment day. I am not getting any returns on any investment today. So, I mean, just trying to live vicariously through other people, really. But yeah, we're gonna make cassoulet today, which I haven't really told the new people, but I've always had like this kind of obsession with cassoulet because I like beans. Mom does not like beans. She's pretty convinced it has, like, my dad was very convinced it, like, fucked up with gout. And then my mom just wants to avoid them. So, honestly, like, don't really know. I'm just brushing my teeth and getting ready for bed. Ooh. But yeah, it's just, we're gonna do that today, but traditionally it's with duck. And no, I'm not gonna do that. Because I feel like going out of my way to buy duck that is not prepared yet, and then I prepare it instead of going outside to get like Peking duck or like some sort of barbecue duck like hanging from like the thing in the grocery store. I feel time and money. You know, I'd rather get the Peking duck than me doing some shit with duck at home. So, oh, that was weird. Oh, that was weird. But yeah, so we're still downloading videos, so I just want to let you guys know a little update on my Twitch downloading situation. So, so the workflow is that I have the Twitch downloader, which was linked in Nutty's video, but it's also on GitHub. It's like purple and cute, whatever. And so it downloads the title that you gave it on Twitch, which makes it a lot easier to figure out instead of like downloading straight from Twitch. And then it's just a string of letters that don't make any sense. And then you have to like go back and be like, what the fuck is this video? And the Twitch download directly from Twitch is also a lot longer. It takes a lot longer. And then exporting from to YouTube is also longer than just like after you download the file and then you just move it over to the window for YouTube and then it just goes up. You know what I mean? That's like so quick. And I have a really slow computer because I have a bunch of shit on it. We've been going back and forth trying to make sure we don't accidentally delete everything without having it on the PC somewhere. So I offloaded like 50 videos today. So we went 707 to 666. And then after that was like 662. So something like that. But I still have 1,700 something hours. So we knocked off 100 hours. 50 videos, not bad, you know? So I think we're doing a pretty okay job. The thing is, like, you know, the past couple weeks my computers kept on like erroring and restarting when I was downloading. So I've had to do it for like, instead of doing like a batch of 40, I have to do like a batch of like 20 or 10 just to be safe. And then, you know what I mean? So I've had to like adjust how I do it because I'd rather just set it and forget it, come back and be like, oh yeah, bitch, okay. But we're running a room and my brother's trying to get me like a burner, so we can like live our best 2000s life and burn DVDs instead of CDs. Are you gonna try to move highlights to you? Oh yeah. So we're trying to move like everything over. Because like the 100-hour limit is highlights and VODs. So like, yeah, like everything I've chopped up because it's not including the clips. Every once in a while I'll upload a clip to YouTube. Because you know they're doing like the this way and the this way. And so I had a short that I made, like a daily vlog short. Reel, whatever the fuck. And it did really well for no good reason the other day. And then the next day I did another one, same style, nothing. And I was like, that, like, I'm guessing it has to deal with the time I uploaded it. Because that could be the only reason. It had like almost 700 views for no good reason. So I just don't really understand how YouTube wants to treat me sometimes. Like, I'm glad it gives me information, but then sometimes I'm just like, so. But yeah. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Oh, this is cute from the back. This is cute from the back. Okay. So, we're going to start with chopping vegetables and stuff. Not the most attractive with all the cables, but, you know, that's fine. I'm gonna put a clip in my hair again just because I've been kind of fucking around with my hair a lot and I'm really dandruffy. So let's just, like, give some distraction to my black ass hair. So just in case the dandruff is a little bit more apparent if we're zooming in. You can export highlights directly to YouTube without downloading them. Sorry if you already know this. No. Yeah, I want to download them to make sure, like, I have it, like a physical copy on the system or whatever. And that's basically the reason why it's taking so long. Because if I didn't give a fuck about, like, having it, like, on the PC as well, then, you know, then we wouldn't be having such an ordeal right now. But because I want to just be thorough, because I lost, like, 8 terabytes of stuff between 2020 and now, and I tried to really save that hard drive, and it just, like, it didn't work. So I'm, like, really paranoid, because, like, I don't think I uploaded all the stuff that was on that 8 terabyte drive to YouTube, but I'm not sure. Like 8 terabytes of stuff. So I want some sort of physical situation in addition to having it live on YouTube for whoever decides to stumble upon it, you know what I mean? Because, like, I'm just kind of, like, pissing into the wind. Because I tried to do YouTube first. Like, I was very interested in, like, trying to do... Wait, where is it? Can you refocus? The lighting in my house is just, in general, not that great. But, what is it? YouTube first, and you can, like... So I have 2 channels that are Bellinissima, but one is, like, pre-Twitch, and then Bellinissima VODs is Twitch, right? So I was just, like, experimenting. Some of them are slightly cringe, but it's not, like, super cringe. But yeah, it was, like, that's when I started learning how to... Because back then, when I was doing captions, like, I was, like, manually putting in my captions, you know what I mean? Like, because, you know, they didn't just have, like, these generators like they do now, unless they did, and I just fucking didn't know. But yeah, I was manually putting in captions in my videos, and, like, I talk too much all the time, so, like, it took forever to caption any fucking video. And yeah, you know, sometimes my eye contact was a little too intense. And yeah, like, that's where I started. You know, because not even from, like, not necessarily, like, accessibility focus. I just thought, like, captions make everything so much easier. I wasn't really thinking specifically accessibility minded, but it was in a way, because, like, you know, accessibility features are good for everyone, not just disabled people or chronically ill people or, you know, whoever. Like, you know, how roads are, how doors are, how GPS is, you know, TTS. I know a lot of us use TTS for, like, silly things or whatever, but TTS is actually quite useful for, like, a lot of people. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna do vinegar and water for the veggies. I'm just, like, kind of getting them all together. This looks like 2 cups ish. And then I'm gonna say that this is a cup or so, right? I'm gonna be a little lazy. I'm just gonna peel it instead of wash peel, because I'm still gonna put it in this water here to hang out. And oh my gosh, pull up. Why is there? Oh my fucking god! Why is there not a feeling? Where the fuck are you? How much shit? Okay. Yeah, usually for White Day, if I, do way more thought ahead of time, I would prefer to make pocky or pepero on White Day. And I do try to make pepero on Pepero Day, which is November 11th, because it looks like 2 sets of pocky or 2 sets of pepero, you know? So pepero is like the Korean version of the snack sticks, right? I think it's done by Lotte. I'm not sure. Are they their own company? I forget. But yeah, I've seen some really pretty nice recipes. Essentially, it's like a shortbread, and then you dip it, right? For the night better, just a pleasant experience, you know. Um, but yeah. Oh my gosh. So, and while all of this is like, I don't know if we're ever gonna get to like a set it and forget it kind of stage with this because I've never made it before, and I'm using 2 recipes as a reference instead of just one. Also, we have like really tiny peppers, and they could look better. They don't look the best, but they don't look the worst. I like them because they're cute and tiny. And I'm just gonna kind of snap on some too, I guess. So it says to dice these. And I'm just like, I guess. Like, I think I can pretend that's a dice. I can pretend that's a dice. Just go around in a circle. Oh yeah, I need to add the vinegar at some point. So the celery, to the best of my knowledge, are going to go in together at the same time. So that's why I'm doing this. Oh! Camera? Can you not do that, bro? I get concerned when it does that. I know it's probably because, like, again, I'm just downloading a bunch of shit right now. But, that's why we're probably lagging or whatever. Camera's nodding off. It's eepy. Oh, that's true. It could just be sleepy. Yeah, honestly, my phone was overheating earlier, like twice today. I had it on the charger and I was playing Infinity Nikki and it was like getting hot and I was like, oh, that's not good. So like I was playing a little bit Infinity Nikki before we started and I was like, yeah, you're a little warm. So, because I remember with my first iPhone, so my first iPhone was the 10, the X, and I got an X from my ex. And first time having an iPhone, that bitch got so hot all the time. I was like, oh god. Like sometimes I would stream with it, and I had to put it in the fridge for like a couple seconds. I'd be like, hey chat, you're not gonna see me for a little bit. Don't freak out, okay? Because I don't know if you guys are like claustrophobic or like, afraid of the dark. So, hopefully no one who watches me is afraid of the dark because like my whole house is really dark. So. And I do lighting changes a lot, when I'm walking to and fro. So I would hope no one who watches is afraid of the dark. I'm not trying to traumatize. I'm not trying to traumatize people. English today. But yeah. Again, this is gonna be with chicken. Also, I don't have any bacon, and I didn't feel like getting a whole package of bacon because, like, most likely we're not gonna like eat the bacon, right? So I figured I would just use fat that we cut off an animal at some point. I forgot if it was pork or beef. Because those are both animals we rarely ever cook with. So it's one of those, and I saved the fat. So I'm just gonna take some of that fat out, and we're gonna be cooking the chicken in said fat. Oh, and hot dogs. So another thing about this recipe, it's like duck and what is it? Sausage, like nice sausage and stuff. We're using hot dogs because that's what we got. And I don't feel bad about it. So this is going to be a very adjusted cassoulet. I'm sure like very proper French people would be very upset at what I'm doing. And that's fine. You know, because I'm not trying to say that this is like for real cassoulet. This is like super adjusted. Super adjusted cassoulet. Because I would rather have Peking duck than fuck around and try to confit duck myself. You know what I mean? Confit is basically, from what I understand, you're just frying it. So it's just like pan fried fucking meat, and that's fine. It's custom. Oh, custom. Yeah. Because, like, you know, we had that giant, I don't know who everyone was here, but we had a giant thing of hot dogs. We had so many hot dogs. And, just, they, you know, you can only do so many creative things, really, with hot dogs, I feel. So, these are not spicy peppers, by the way. They're just sweet little snacky peppers. So we're just taking the seeds out because, you know, why not? And they were kind of like not cute at the edges. So I'm just taking little dark spots out. I'm not particularly like concerned about seeds if it's like a sweet pepper. That doesn't bother me. So peppers. So we're gonna try to use all these peppers. Yeah, there's like little boo-boos, so I'm just cutting around the boo-boos. Because they still smell good, and it's not like mold, it's just like some weird dark spot. So I got these. Oh, I suggested mom get these peppers because like they kept on eating like peppers, and I was like, why don't you just get this bag of little peppers? Because it'll be easier to eat. Because y'all keep on just cutting up these peppers and shit. Wouldn't it be just easier to like deal with this or whatever? This one has a slightly more concerning boo-boo on the inside. Okay. And then this one has like a little bruise on the, oh my god, camera. I'm very much a believer in like use everything, so I don't want to just like not use this because it has like some boo-boos or whatever. Like it still smells good, it looks good. So yeah. Anyway, that's how I'm doing it. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, I understand. You know what I mean? You gotta do with what you're comfortable with because at the end of the day, oh, okay, that one's molding. Alright, now I'm gonna check the rest of them. This one's actually fine. Because I've heard from like other like actual professional people who like deal with food Like, I mean, do a sniff test, you know, see if it's, you know, how like bad or whatever it is. Yeah. But yeah. I'm also just like, I've been waiting to cook this because, you know, they're like here outside coughing or like doing whatever they're doing and being noisy. I wanted to do this in a quiet environment today, not having to deal with all the other noises that everybody else is making in this house. So I hate when they look good on the outside, but you crack it open, it's all scrungy inside. Oh yeah, sometimes avocados avocados have that fun like game where they might be all messed up on the inside. But I'll still eat it if it's bruised. My mom will not though. If it's got a brown spot, she's like, no. And I'm like, okay. Because you can't really tell from the outside, you know? Mom does love her avocados. I wonder like what we can grow. We do try to grow like green onions when we can. You know, from the green onions that we buy. But I don't know how much else stuff we're gonna have success for growing. And I know there's roosters around here. I don't know if there's any chickens. Because I fucking hear roosters in this neighborhood. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I know there's roosters, but are there chimkin? Is there a free range chicken around here where I can like see if they've got a nest somewhere, you know? Oh, whew. Okay. Free egg. Free egg. Yeah, because woo, egg prices are already a little intense. And when we shop at Costco too, and they're a little, you know what I mean? Because if we can't get them at Costco, then we have to go to like a normal grocery store, right? Which is fine. No problem with going to like not Costco. When there's not that many people in this house. Might need a snack soon. All right, let me check. So one recipe was like one large onion diced, and then this one I think they wanted me to set it with stuff. Oh no, okay. Okay, so one carrot, one celery, one onion. Good. We're gonna use however many chicken we got. We got a lot of chicken. Pepper, sausage. We're gonna use however many sausages we got. Tomato paste, white wine, beans, thyme. We don't have that one. And parsley. We have parsley. 2 tablespoons. I'm sure that's last. And then this one was onion, sausage, chicken, and then we're gonna cook them chickens in the Ayo sausage. We're gonna use hot dog. But yes. Yes. Need to see if that fat is like good to go. What up, Sephi? Woo! There we go. Let's see if the fat that I hoarded from whenever I hoarded it is okay to consume now. Or at least use. I'll go ahead and just warm up that pan in the rear. And one of these recipes, they're like, use garlic olive oil. I'm like, bitch, I don't fucking have garlic olive oil. I'm like, should we use truffle oil just to be fancy since I'm using hot dogs to make up for it? I see the Lorena Bobbitt utensil. Lamau. Do you know about White Day? We have all sorts of coworkers. Do you know about the White Day? It has nothing to do with colonizers for once. So. Oh, what? When did I have Wisebot? Oh, when did that happen? Well, that's weird. Well, now I know. Oh, also, if y'all don't know, Avego is one of our friends. He's not always in stream. He's a producer. You can see him on Instagram. But he's on Spotify, so we're listening to his playlist. Yo, what up, LCG? Thank you for the tier 1. Ooh, 5 months? Let's go. Thank you for helping me survive capitalism. I appreciate. Ooh, Mandarin. Oh, wow, shiny. Yeah, it's reciprocation day. It's ROI day. It's return on investment day. So, I am not getting any return on any investment today, but we're just gonna pretend I am. So, when men bow down to women and give them their roses for Valentine's from last month, yes, or jewelry, or candy, or car. Yeah, just depending on how much they spent on the dude, assuming it's a heteronormative situation. So 2 hours, bitch. What? Oh wait, no, wrong recipe, bitch. Oh yeah, we're not doing this. We're not doing this in an oven. Oh, bitch, you put. Oh, that's interesting. Well, anyway, we're gonna cook meat in meat juice or meat fat. That's what's working in both of these recipes. The meat's gonna get cooked in meat fat. So again, I don't remember what. I think this is either pork or something. But I saved the fat because I was like, bitch, of course. Maybe it's pork. Anyway, let me just take some. Do I need meat scissors? I'd rather not. Alright, no meat? Because now it seems like there might be meat in here. We can just throw the whole thing in. Since it needs to be cooked out anyway. Yeah, bitch, why not? Yeah, this feels like meat. And fat. Okay. That seems good. More meat. That's cool. We're running out of room in the freezer, so not to like have too much shit go back in the freezer. But yes. So we're gonna let that kind of render itself out. Then we're gonna add them chimpkins. I'm gonna wash my hands because we need to deal with some garlic. And I just touched like animal fat and stuff. But I hope everyone's had a nice day today, surviving capitalism. If you partook in the White Day, I hope you got some real good ass shit. I hope you got food. I hope you got candy. If you got a car, more power to you. You know what I mean? I hope you got some good ass shit. And yeah, probably for the next holiday, I'll make some jajangmyeon. Because we have chapaghetti in the cupboard. So, okay. Suggestion. So it seems like an appropriate amount of garlic for our mission today, and so that's what we're gonna do. Woo! Camera. Oh, you know what? How about we? Oh, stop. Wait, did the cover come off? When did the cover come off? I had like wine sitting out, but I don't see the cover on. So I'm just kind of like, when did that happen? Are we gonna do the machete? So I still can't do the Martin Yan thing. So the Martin Yan thing, let's keep most of the sharp things away. Martin Yan thing is like, it's like that, and it's like a slide, and then it's like, so you don't have to like, as much. But yeah, I still can't do it. It's too bad. I would love to be able to do the Martin Yan thing. So, I'm just gonna put, oh, bitch, that smells good. So cassoulet is duck, typically, and bacon, also typically. So this smells like it might have been pork fat, which is perfect, because we didn't get bacon. Smelling very good. And then we're gonna cook the chicken in this fat. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be fantastic. So, yeah. What I'm guessing is that there will be less like lag jam once more of the videos have finished downloading, I guess. Oh shit, what the fuck? That was a lot of automated messages. Let me just check. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to make sure to put in the message or the description like a capitalistic candy holiday, i.e., it's not a let's celebrate whiteness thing. It's a candy holiday. So, you know what I mean? We're celebrating capitalism today because I like candy. So, I'm okay with candy holidays. You know what I mean? Because the next day, then the candy is discounted. Right? Or the cake, like if they had a special cake for White Day, you go to the bakery, next day, oh shit, did I throw it in there? Oh my god, I threw the garlic in the wrong direction. Okay, well, hopefully we won't get confused again. Oh my god, you smell so nice. To the vegan and vegetarian homies, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's weird for you when people eat meat. So, yeah. Hey. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at the second recipe. Oil, onion, celery, carrots, bell peppers, herbs, garlic. Okay. Oh, bitch, you smell so fucking good. God. You're just fat. You're just fat. You smell delicious. Oh my god. Okay. You. Ooh. Cut up that. We didn't cut up the parsley. Maybe we'll say it's like this much. And give it a little rinsey rinse, just like a light one. Okay. I'll get another little container to keep the parsley separate. We're using a lot of bowls. A lot of parsley. And I'm going to cut up some sage because I got like fresh sage. Right, it was sage. From the store. So kind of cool. Oh, I got thyme. Oh my god. Anyway, fresh herbs. I don't usually get fresh herbs. When people are like, go to the store and get fresh herbs, I'm like, are you being for real right now? I'm not gonna do the thing where you do this with the thing and like take all the little leaves off. I'm not doing that. Oh, bitch, this fat smells so good. I mean, everything's smelling really good. Like the fresh herbs are smelling really good. And everything is smelling really good. So supposedly the herbs and the veggies and stuff have to, happen in a separate pot and cook separately. So we could start that. I'm gonna drain these. I'll be right back. Drain those, and we're just gonna rinse them off real quick. Because water and oil are not friends. So we want to minimize how unfriendly things sound later. Because I do like the popping sound of oil, but not with like danger zone levels of, oh my god, it's so scary sounding. You know what I mean? I don't want it to sound scary. All right. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, again, house is very dark. So this is just fat, and it feels like some meat was here too. I didn't even have me that high, bro. Yeah, I don't want you hurting me. Okay. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go ahead and put that container back in the fridge. I'm probably gonna do something more with it tomorrow, I guess. I'll get the hot dogs out. Won't quite get the chicken out yet. I'm just gonna get the hot dogs out and not like, you know, do a whole lot with them. Oh my god, I thought Nightbot was like not a bot for a second. I was like, who is this? So a lot of fat has already started coming out. That's nice. So we could probably start getting some chicken out and stuff. Let me just think of where I'm gonna have the done pieces of chicken land. And then I have beans in the fridge unless they did something with it, which I hope they did, because that's gonna make me mad. Because like I like rehydrated some beans and stuff. And why don't we use this bowl? The looking bowl. Okay, but it's still like oily and shit. That doesn't bother me. Should be fine. Alright. Again, we have very small kitchen. So if anything, I might start the other one over here. This burner does not work. So we can probably start with chicken. So let me go ahead and do that with the cables. How are we looking? That's fine. Okay. So this might get scary. It's already pretty low. Oh my god, why are you guys still... Okay. I was hoping the chicken would be more defrosted, but it's not quite as defrosted as I would like it to have been. I'm gonna put these herbs off to the side so they're not near raw fucking meat. And I'll open the onions that my mom chopped up earlier. I'll just give them a few more. Oh my god, what scene are we in? What the fuck? Everybody, okay. Don't know what that was about, but okay. You know, whatever. weird. Like, I know we're gonna be a little laggy, but the kind of random scene situation. Because I don't think I have a text command for that scene. I don't think I have like a voice or text command for that scene. So we shouldn't end up there. I was just thinking about like different ways to display chat and like have different scenes for that. So that's one of those things that we will eventually maybe use. Because I like how Sushi Dragon has this like floating kind of gently hovering chat. I like that actually a lot. Like I like that so much. That's so cool. You know, it's just hanging out. I eventually want to do something like that. I have it as its own like element that floats. But there are other things that I need to learn first that are a bit more essential to things. Oh, okay. So there, I guess we can close this. We shouldn't have any more non-animal organic stuff to deal with. Thank you for watching the stove, by the way. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna wipe this area a little. Oh, I had it dripping. Okay. I'm actually going to use a bigger cutting board because if I don't, I'm going to be upset. It's just going to be like dead animal juice everywhere. So I'm going to split it up. And I still ended up using my hands. Okay, please don't fucking hurt me. Why we're not just cooking everything in this fucking delicious ass fat, but whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and start this burner up a little bit. Okay, what? Saute until golden brown? Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, one recipe is skin on, and one recipe is skin off. I'm gonna just keep the skin on because, like, I think in this situation, like, the skin being on is gonna be. Um, so. So we'll do 2 more of these. Okay. And then maybe we'll do something else with the other chicken. Like, this is a whole fucking big ass bag of chicken. But this is definitely something that I wanted to make. I'm thinking we could do like this and something else. But definitely this. I fucking wanted to do this. Alright. So we're going to use black truffle oil, i.e. artificially flavored extra virgin olive oil with summer truffle pieces. So if you look at this bottle, if you look at this bottle, I'm trying not to be too close to this. There's like 2 tiny pieces of shaving. Do you see that? Like 2 extraordinarily tiny pieces of truffle in this bottle. Because, you know, probably can't afford like for real truffle oil. You know what I mean? I'm not rich. So, I've cooked with this before and it turned out pretty, you know, pretty good. Not quite viscous. See what? Okay, not quite. We'll wait a little bit. And I'm gonna keep it on low because I don't want to deal with hot ass oil. That is not a good time for me. I'm trying to think of what we can do with the other pieces of chicken. We could make adobo because like the easiest thing. Or we could, I don't know, try to bake it. That might be an idea. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I'm hungry. I don't like getting hungry while I'm eating. When do the beans happen? You know, when does that happen? And then one of them isn't really talking about tomatoes. But the other one is. No, I'm just like. See, that's what I was thinking. Chicken first, and then you can do the sausage. You know. Okay, vegetables, garlic, tomato paste. Okay. Okay. Sounds correct. Again, I don't want to get hurt. And we're going to brown these onions, and then we'll add the other veggies and stuff, and garlic. I'm mixing 2 recipes together, so I'm trying to just, like, figure out when we're going to do all the things. Because one recipe is talking about tomatoes, and the other one isn't. And I'm just like, I got tomato paste after this. So y'all are a little bit further away from the stove than usual. There's gonna be a lot of oil, so I just kind of didn't want too much danger zone oil business going on with y'all. Or me. So, again, thank you for helping me monitor the stove. So I want to make sure that these get brown on their skins at the very least. And then, you know, we'll move on. Onions need to get browned too. I'm just trying to split them all up so they're not like stuck to each other. I did not make the pets uniform. I was just trying to cut up whatever my mom already had cut up, and I don't know what the fuck she was doing. It was just all sorts of just cut, but there's like no rhyme or reason to it. So I want to touch you. Come on. Or are you just the thick piece? I want it a little bit browner than that. I mean, it's golden, I guess. So, onions. Oh, it is? Okay, tomatoes. Okay. Where's the chicken stock? So we used some chicken stock the other day, and so this was like another reason I wanted to use cafe because they can use it in stock. It's also asking to do beef stock, but we don't really have that. I'm wondering if I can just use it and put like the bulldogs powder in there, you know? So we're gonna have 2 more of those, so like 2 more legs and 2 more, I guess, thighs. Dude, thank you. There we go. I guess I can cut them up now. I'm gonna get a glove, so there's like less meat touching raw meat. Oh, there we go. Let's see if I can spell. There we go. Fantastic. Fantastic. Because there were some times that the bot wasn't working, and then there's other times when we just did mobile stream, so we didn't have the bot. So, yay! Okay, those are still very perfect. God, why are some of y'all still so icy? These are less icy, I guess. Oh. There's probably better ways of doing that, but we don't know them. Okay. I'm gonna put this chicken back in the fridge until I can figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do with it. Ugh. I definitely had like animal things splatter in my direction just now, so did not really enjoy that. Drain some of this. Oh god. Make like I don't know. Should make a chicken soup. Like those onions. Okay, it's starting to brown a little bit. Getting a little translucent. Nice, thank you. I don't really smell the truffle situation, but maybe we'll get a hint of it at some point. All right, I'm gonna check these chickens. Hopefully, not hurt myself. So it's not gonna cook all the way through, but we do want a tan of some sort, right? Yeah, I don't like how y'all are spitting like that. Mm-mm. I don't like it. I don't like it. Bitch! Oh, I see that marrow. You'll give you that marrow. Alright. Oh. Okay. I want to drop a chicken. Again, everything takes a little bit longer because I am on a electric stove versus a gas one, and also I'm really afraid of fucking oil. So, you know, if I wasn't so afraid of oil, this might, you know, this might be a faster process. You know what I'm saying? Alright, wash some of these dishes when you monitor the stove, right? Oh, that was another one. Okay, try to mark that down after. Didn't need to cut anything else, so should be good for now. So I'm starting with the things that did not touch animals first, that I can like get around to, because one of the cutting boards like got to the bottom of the thing. Oh yeah, any of y'all playing gotcha games? Love and Deep Space. Everybody gave you a nice message today for White Day. If you logged in, they call it Spring Day. And so like they're all like, oh, let's do something. Or, let's look at the flowers. Or let's have a picnic, or you know, some fucking freaking cute ass shit. So yeah, you want to feel special in your game. Love and Deep Space made sure to make you feel special today. But I also appreciate your chat. So thank you for being here, hanging out for White Day. Everything is sounding very crispy, which is good. Because we're using oil and heat, so you would hope. Like the onions are taking a little bit to brown, but it's not like I'm not. It is starting to like do the thing on the bottom, which is good. So they're way more translucent now. Slightly browning. I feel like maybe we need more tan for this. It looks like the chickens had some shrinkage, which is good. I'm just gonna take a peek. Okay, yeah, we want a little bit more color than that. For the vegetables, though, maybe we can go ahead and, well, no, I think we should go ahead and wait until they brown a little bit more. I'll just turn it up just a teeny tiny bit. Oh, somebody fell out. daughter, not friends, but it doesn't sound as angry. So, good. I'm assuming that depending on how this goes, some of this will disintegrate into like the sauce or the broth, however I'm supposed to think about it. Herbs and garlic. Okay. Herbs. Herbs. And garlic. Mmm. Okay. So yay! When? It smells so nice, but I don't really smell the garlic. So I'm assuming we have to just keep on going for a little bit longer until we get to the next step. I smell like everything but the garlic. Oh yeah, I guess I can open the tomato paste. Oh. Teaspoon. Teaspoon. Normal spoon too. They scoop out the tomato paste. One recipe is talking about tomato paste, the other one is not. One is talking about, well, both are talking about tomatoes. I don't smell the garlic. I smell everything but the garlic. I'm supposed to wait till I smell the garlic. Like, we're not there yet. Okay. I'm gonna check the chicken again without hurting myself, right? There we go. Okay. Again, it won't be cooked all the way through. Just want to get it a little goldenish. So that's what we're doing. Oh my god, everything smells so nice. I guess this is why they're like, use fresh herbs and shit. Yeah, because I'm smelling the parsley and I'm smelling the thyme. I'm not smelling any fucking garlic yet. I mean, I guess we could make beef stock. Well, how much is it for? Mode, preparación, blah, blah, blah. Una cucharadita. Un taza, what? 1 cup. I guess we can use it in the bowl we had the vegetables in. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Get a little thing for it. Side. I guess I'll keep the compost pile back open just in case we catch all those loose seeds, those rogue seeds. Okay, how much? Oh, this might be okay. It's a lot. Oh yeah. Okay. How much? 1 teaspoon. And put this bouillon back in. Not all the way cut. Okay. We still have to do the hot dogs. So this might be scary because, you know, these are moist. Oh my god. I'm gonna wear both gloves for this one. Please do not hurt me. That is not what I want today. Okay, thank you. I'll go ahead and just use this guy for that. Oh yeah, some of y'all were here for that when I cooked all the hot dogs, and I was surprised at like how much they expanded. I fucking didn't know that they would just absorb all that fucking water. Look how pretty that celery turned out. The celery and the thyme. So pretty. I don't smell the garlic though. But I feel like we're probably at a good place to like go to the next step, right? So let's pretend we smell the garlic. Okay. Meow meow meow. Add tomatoes and stalks. Stonks. Okay. So I'm using canned tomatoes for this situation. I'm gonna keep the liquid in there. And then we have 2 cups of chicken stock. I'm gonna use some of this to rinse out the can that we just had the tomatoes in. Just to make sure that we, you know, get everything. Get everything. And then we're going to also add beef stock and tomato paste. So yeah, that's good. One recipe said tomato paste, the other one did not. So we're gonna do it. Tomato paste. Both said tomatoes, only one said paste. And they said a small amount of paste, but I'm not gonna fucking use 2 ounces out of a 6-ounce can. We don't usually use tomato paste for anything. That's fucking weird. So we're just gonna put the whole fucking can in. Because why fucking not? And I'm gonna use that chicken stock again. Try to get everything out of this can. Because I'm very waste not, want not. So we're gonna get everything out of this can. Still stuff at the bottom. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna do some of the beef stock. And then the rest of the chicken stock. Many things are stacking in the sink. I did me. Yum! I sure do hope so. We haven't got to the beans part yet. I'm like, when do we add these beans? Meow meow meow. Uh-huh. Add the chicken. Oh, now we add the chicken in. Okay, so add the chicken. These are gonna hang out in this situation for a while, so they're gonna get very much cooked all the way through. Everything smells great, but I like the way animal fat smells, so you know. Bam. Here. And all right. How do we do this without hurting myself? Glove. Glove time. Ugh. Pretty sure I should put this whole thing in there for flavor. Flavor Town and all. Let's turn off that. Turn off the burner. I don't know how the beans are gonna fit in here. I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know, I rehydrated so many beans. I just don't know where the fuck they're gonna fit. But I mean, we have like 40-ish minutes. It's gonna hang out here for like 40 minutes. Oh, you know what? I should switch burners because that burner's bigger. That's what we should do. Put you in here too. Scary, scary oil. Okay, I don't want to hurt myself. Please don't hurt me. Let me get their glove. Move this to this burner because it's a bigger burner and it's a bigger pan, right? We'll have this one cool over here. Turn off. Okay, turn this one back on. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, chill. Oh my god, what? Yo, Mojo! Thank you so much for the resub. I don't know why we went to this scene. One sec. How are you? I hope you're doing real good today. You know, this oil's still fucking hot. I feel like we should just fry some eggs. Honestly. Cook over very low heat for 45 minutes. Making sure to check the bottom. Oh wait, was I supposed to add wine? Wait. When was I supposed to add booze? When was Where is the booze part? Oh, it was just to deglaze? Remove the hawk and adjust consistency with a cooked roux, flour, or diluted in water. I'm gonna make roux. Then add the beans. Okay, so 45 minutes. Check every 15. Then the beans happen. Okay, am I supposed to cover you? Because if I'm supposed to cover you, I will. But if not, maybe we shouldn't cover you. You're kind of tall. Okay. It doesn't say to cover it. So what we're gonna do is we need to make sure that at the very least the broth is covering everything. So that means all the hot dogs have to submerged meat, right? So I'm not gonna cover it. We're just gonna cook it out like this. It said to check every 15 minutes for the bottom to see if it gets scorched, I guess. In which case, we'll try to add some wine. I've got some wine that's been hanging out. White wine that we can use, not red. And, yeah. But in the meantime, you know, I think we should try to maybe fry some eggs and maybe some kimchi. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do with this fucking delicious fucking oil. Because I'm gonna have to hard boil them anyway, which makes me incredibly sad. Because it's just safer to hard boil right now because, you know, bird flu. Although it's been said that, you know, a sick egg is, or a sick chicken is probably not gonna bust out with its eggs. So that's also a thing to consider. But we already have some spices, herbs, some herbs out. So what I could do is we could fry up some herbs after or before? After. How about we do after? Yeah, we'll do after. Put these tongs away so I don't get confused. And then, yeah, you're still pretty hot, so I'm sure it's fine. Oh. That's me cracking the egg a little bit so it's like nicer in the compost pile. I don't want to just like have this oil slash fat go to waste. I'm gonna cook some shit up in it. If anything, we can probably cook the rest of the chicken in here and just like, I don't know, fry it. Honestly, that's probably gonna be the best idea. Is just fry up the rest of the chicken in this oil. After we fry up my eggs because I need a little snacky snack. Yeah, we're still good. Okay. So while you watch these eggs for a second, I'm gonna wash some dishes and stuff. I don't know if we're gonna chop up the chicken more because like they're like quarters. So we might want to chop up again, which means I'm gonna have to wash these fucking things twice, like the same things twice. So I don't know. Yeah. That's some stuff I ate out of earlier that I did not clean. But yes, thank you, Mojo and LCG, for those resets. I super appreciate you helping me survive the capitalism. You know what I mean? And I hope you all had a nice day today. Also surviving capitalism. It's a beautiful day. I didn't go outside, so all I know is that my room is a little hot because like the temperature is getting warmer outside, and I'm like still downloading a bunch of stuff. So my computer's like it's been cold for a while, so I haven't really like suffered too hard, but like I need to get shit done because like it's getting a little hot. It's getting a little hot in my room. But yeah, I'm just washing some dishes off to the side. Thanks everybody for hanging out while we're cooking. We don't typically do degen cooking, but it happens every once in a while. If I like really don't want other people to be anywhere near the kitchen while I'm doing something. So this is one of those days. Like I've never done this, and I figure I'm gonna be moving around the kitchen a lot, and it's just better with less people in the kitchen. It's a very chill fry over there. Like, not super loud or anything. Very intriguing. Earlier, it sounded scary. Almost done with dishes so far. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I think we need to throw that out. The runoff that came from the Chimkin. Okay. Oh yeah. Let me get me a plate. Let's get a plate. Let's use a plate that's not microwave safe. Because sometimes they put the not microwave safe plates in the microwave still. So let's just go ahead and use it so they can't use it to eat off of. Now I'm gonna rinse off some more parsley. Oh shit, hot. Cold, 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 cold. Come on. There you go. I'm gonna use food scissors this time. Hmm? I guess maybe I don't need to fry it up. Then it'd be hard to fish it out. Yeah. We'll just put it on the bottom. But maybe you want to do that for a little bit of the time. Let's take this out. Bitch. Oh yeah, I smell you. Fruit area, but I don't care. All right. Now we have some slightly thyme flavored oil. Or severely thyme flavored oil if I can't get this thyme out of here. Thank you for cooperating. All right. We're going to fry the rest of the chicken in here just so I can get the chicken done with and like not think about it anymore and it can move out of the fridge. Because I don't want it to live there. So this is going to maybe sound a little scary. Ooh, or not. Okay. Awesome. And then we can add more time later, you know, for this fried chicken over here. But yeah, we've got that chicken's gonna fry. We've got the cassoulet over here minus the beans because we haven't gotten to the bean part yet. I'm thinking maybe we can season the chicken. We didn't do that. So let's see. Turmeric. We got turmeric. Where's the salt and pepper? Ooh, wrong side. Eek. We got some turmeric, and when we flip the other side, I'll, you know. I don't really like cumin. What is this? Probably don't want that either. What did I put in here? Let me smell first. No. Oh, okay. That might be an idea. Where is it though? I know it. I can't. I hate when I can't find things that I know I should be able to find. Like I know we have a curry powder. I know we bought one. I know. Okay. Cool. All right, I'm gonna add some of the Japanese curry powder. Oh god, so dark. The SB brand curry powder. Okay, let's see. To the chicken over here. I'll just pop this open. Oh, bitch! What a sound. Yeah, fry up those spices. Well, fuck it. Let's add some of the stuff that we fried up a little bit. Alright. That's gonna take a while to like get anywhere on one side or the other. Okay. This looks like it's coming back up to the like a good heat, a good temperature. The star of our show. Yeah, we're still lag jamming, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay. I just really don't know where the beans are gonna go. Oh shit, I didn't start the timer. Let's say 20 minutes past. Oh, that means I should have checked 15 minutes past. Doesn't seem like anything's like really stuck on the bottom. That's good. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna have to rethink the broth situation for next time. Because I'm following 2 recipes, so you know what I mean? I'm just following directions, but yeah, I should probably reconsider. Or use a taller pot, I guess. Mmm. Oh my god. Fresh thyme is really good. Okay. Wow. I just never realized until now. Ugh. I'm gonna water down a sweet drink. Wow. Because we never really do fresh herbs, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm so, like, surprised by, like, how good that is for fresh thyme. And a lot of times I'll water down juice or, like, sweet drinks. This particular sweet drink, I don't really care for the taste of, so I definitely fucking water this shit down. Because it's like, I opened the bottle and I also don't want to just like put it down the drain, but I opened the bottle and I definitely can't give it to anyone. Like, if I knew how this tasted like, I would have not opened the bottle. It's like, I like sweet stuff, but it's like sweet in a way like that I don't really like. It doesn't really taste good. It's sweet, but it doesn't taste good. So it just like seems like a waste of sugar and everyone's time. Ugh. But yeah. So Here's some of here's some of the egg that we're eating. The parsley. Oh, St. Patrick's Day is around the corner, huh? Most people just get wasted, but I think some people actually go to church for that one. I'm not particularly religious, so it's whatever, really, I guess. But yeah, St. Patrick's Day. Was typically one of those days I couldn't ask off because I worked at bars. And then it gets really crowded because everybody, like, anyone who's selling green beer, like, always has business because, like, you know, people want to do something festive for fucking St. Patrick's Day, so they, you know, go somewhere that they have green beer, you know. I want to eat some of I want to eat some of this shit already. Oh my god, camera. Camera, I don't know what I'm doing to make you do that, but when I figure it out, hopefully, you know, I'll stop doing something that you don't like, apparently. They talk about roux, but they also didn't talk about it in the ingredients. They didn't say anything about roux in the ingredients. No, I'll wait a little bit. No, I'll wait a bit before we turn it over. Yeah, it's looking good. Not really sure what correct would look like. Seeing that visually they kind of look slightly different depending on if people use like breadcrumbs and shit, which we won't be doing. But I guess more or less correct. Looking like a stew. Cassoulet is more or less a stew, I guess. Like I knew there was meat and I knew there were beans, you know. I like meat and I like beans. So that's like all that really mattered to me. But now I'm just like, where the beans gonna go in this particular situation here? You know, the pot is very very full. I'm just slightly concerned. Also, I might need to put some eye drops in because my eye has been bothering me. So let me wash my hands. put on some eyebrows. Slightly better. Maybe to put more eye drops later. These are not the medicated eye drops. It's just like I have dry eye, and I don't really do my eye drops in like the non-medicated eye drops. Just like the lubing up your eyeball, kind of eye drops. I just don't do them as often as I probably should. So, or at all. And it's mostly like one eye is more bothered than the other. And one of my eyes has been kind of more stressed out, but I think that's just because I've been staring at dreams trying to like get everything offloaded. Like I'm not using the computer that much. I put away my plate in the sink, but I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn over the chicken that's frying in the delicious mix of animal fat that is not the chicken, and and the chicken fat because chicken fat also happened. Oh, please get out. There we go. And I'll go ahead and also season this side of the chicken. So we typically just put turmeric on all of our animal proteins, so like that's just the thing that we do. Typically rub them in a little bit better instead of just like doing what I'm haphazardly doing right now, but whatever. Damn it. So we're using turmeric, we're using like the salt and pepper mix that you use for like when you go to some of the boba places will have like those little fried chicken nuggies. So this is curry powder. Hopefully they like this. But if anything, you know, one of these pieces is for me, so it doesn't matter, you know. Okay, so after this, we're gonna add the beans somehow. Where the fuck are my beans? Hopefully the beans will, I don't know, soak up some of this liquid. I don't know. I literally don't know. So, and then maybe after that we'll be able to like set it and forget it kind of situation. And we can finish doing the rest of the dishes, maybe. You know, I'm gonna put in more eye drops. Oh, my nose. I think the chicken's quite pretty. And then, of course, our cassoulet is also quite pretty. Very rustic looking, right? Sorry again. I know it's like my shit's looking like 90s dial-up right now. So I'm sorry if it's like jarring. Oh my god, have my captions not been working this whole time? Okay, that's really disappointing that I didn't notice that. Alright, well. Okay. I literally didn't realize that my captions weren't working this whole time. That probably means I remember to change the audio source, but I guess I didn't change it for the caption source too. Oh no. That is very unfortunate. I don't like it when I don't have open captions on my screen. Oh, there's a belch. Hold on. I know there was another one before this, but I forgot what happened. Belch. And another one sometime between this one and the last marker. All right, it's almost bean time. Fantastic. Very excited. Because that's kind of one of the main reasons why I wanted to even like make this dish is because I fucking like beans. So, you know. All right. My brother doesn't like beans, I think, because it makes him think of larvae. Or was it rice? It's either beans or rice that makes him think of larvae. So he probably can't eat this. That's fine. I don't think I'd ever. Well, I don't know. I feel like he lives up north, you know? He lives somewhere cold. It's just like I got all these beans ready, right? And it's just like if they're not gonna all fit in here, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with them. Boil them, I guess? Maybe? I'm really trying to fit all of you bitches in here, okay? Like, this needs to work. Okay, good. All right. Now we need to make sure that you really fit in here. Get all the little spaces and stuff. So one recipe pureed the vegetable, and I was just like, oh. If anything, that would probably help with the roux if you're gonna roux it up, you know. Um, but I'm gonna have y'all monitor the stove for me. Super appreciate it. While I try to figure out this dishes situation so we can dry more dishes, so we can have room for more dishes to get dried. Well, now. Oh, okay. That's another thought. See you in 90 seconds. Assuming you get the RNG for ad. Because sometimes there's ad breaks and you don't get ads, right? Because you won the RNG or whatever. There are no ads. RNG. Oh, I should have used the anti-fascism tag. Oh my god, I just thought about it now. You know, with everything that's going on with our country at the moment, for y'all that live in America, or in the northern hemisphere, because I'm sure there's weird shit happening in Canada too that I just don't know about because we have too much fucked up shit going on here for me to even think about the neighbors. Um, But I remember one time in school, there was an open word, like at college. There's an open mic, spoken word. There we go. Open mic, spoken word event. And there's this dude who showed up from like a different campus, and I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, like I didn't have a car, so for me, it's just like, oh wow, you're like not even from here, and you like you had a car or like some means of coming here, and you came. You know, even though it's like not your campus or whatever. Because I remember I'd never seen him before, and our campus was fucking small. So you kind of just saw everyone, even if you didn't fucking personally know them. Like you knew who was a student, who wasn't. And he was doing a piece about capitalism. Like now that I think about it, right? I've been thinking about him a lot lately. And he was like. And he was speaking with his body too. He was using a lot of body language, and he was talking about like whips and chains. And he said whips and chains, and he was like pointing to like he like made a car gesture and like a chain around your neck. Essentially like these material possessions can keep us locked up. And I was like, oh shit! Like that was the one of the memories I most vividly remember from college, and I fucking hated my college. Fucking hated my college. I met some really cool people, but I fucking hated my college. I hated the city I was in. I hated the college. My program was fine. There was one really awkward teacher that I was just like, I had like a breakdown. But like, just, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't even from our school, and he left one of the biggest impacts from like in my whole experience there, right? And I wasn't even really thinking that hard about what he said then. Like visually, it was very like it stuck with me, but I didn't really think about it then. And now I'm thinking about it, I was like, man, this dude. Like, he understood so much already, Because I was still in my very, like, maximalist kind of era, And I was like, wow, I really, really didn't think about it. It's just interesting how, like, tiny moments in your life can have such a big impact. And I say tiny because it's like, I could have gone to this open mic night, which I did, and I also could have just not gone. You know what I mean? If I didn't go to this open mic night, I would have never heard this guy speak, right? And I wouldn't still be thinking about it. But because I decided to go to the open mic night, I ended up having like this really interesting memory that I still think about like a while after it happened. Just it's so interesting. And then there was somebody from my foreign exchange program. I remember he like bailed me out a lot with money because he was really practical. But one of the biggest moments I remembered from him is that how you have like grocery bags for produce. So he had like a grocery bag of like granola and spinach put together, and he was snacking on it on the bus one day. I guess we were like going on a trip as like all the students together or whatever. And I was like, at first I was like, huh? And then I was like, that's pretty smart. You know what I mean? Like, I would have never fucking thought of that. So, just, I still think about him, you know, because he wasn't really a social media guy back then. Back then was before Instagram. So, I was like, wow, what a cool guy, you know? Not only because, like, he bailed me out, which I was eternally grateful for because I was just really betty. But he was so practical. You know what I mean? I really admire people who are practical and kind of like no fuss or whatever. Some people get really, I guess, off put by that because it's just like, it's nice to have a nice house. Like, don't get me wrong. It's nice to have a nice house and like have nice things. But at the end of the day, especially with the way things are going currently in our social situation, um, you know, our house could burn down, or you know, we could lose a job or something. Because I know a lot of you are like, you know, working outside physically at a place, right? Um, your car could blow up, you know, because it could, and it's just like let's say everything gets taken from you or gets burned or something, you know, goes up in smoke. You can eat off of an igloo, or you know, like those the igloo fucking uh the ice chests. There we go. You can use an ice chest as a table and also as a thing to like store things that you obviously don't want to go bad, right? Like you can use an ice chest for more than one thing. You can use it as a table, as a chair, as a bed if you really need to. You know what I mean? Like you can use an ice chest for a lot of different things. Right? And I remember one time I was like, "Hey, let's have spaghetti at my apartment." And we were eating off the cooler because I didn't have any furniture. Like I literally didn't have any furniture. Like I had a couch that I slept in and like all my stuff was in the closet and you know, kitchen stuff, and that was it. That's how I lived in college. Once I like graduated and had to like outside because I accepted a job, but they weren't being it was too late to join a class lawsuit, but at the same time like they kept on putting off and just making excuses for like hiring me for shit. And so I had to find a job, like another job, because the original job I was promised, they were being bitches about it. So I got another job, and so basically all I did was like go to work and go home and sleep. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really do anything. And I didn't have any need for furniture because it was just me. And I just wanted to live in a place where I could just walk around naked. So I had curtains. I had Wi-Fi, I had a laptop, I had shit in my fucking kitchen, and that was it. You know what I mean? Like, and the couch. That was my bed. So the couch was a couch, but it was also my bed. But I also wasn't really entertaining anybody, so you know. Um, yeah, it's just like, and I'm sure they were like, "Is this for real?" You know, and I wasn't memeing or anything. I was just like, "Can you not eat spaghetti off of a cooler? Like, you have a plate." You know what I mean? I was just like, you don't need, you don't necessarily need furniture in some instances. You know what I mean? Like you can, like nice things are nice, but Like, do you really need them? In some cases, you know? Like, I can pop a squat and eat a meal still. Shit like that, you know? Okay. I need to check if these beans are done, because I don't really think 15 minutes is quite enough. Oh, wow, it's still before midnight. It is slightly before midnight. Alright. Let me, I know these hot dogs are done. I just need to check some of these beans and stuff. Okay. Let me get... Oh yeah, and they're not done. They're not done. I'm not gonna put these back in because, like, that's communal, so... Alright. I'm gonna have y'all watch the stove, okay? And keep on doing dishes. So we can hopefully be, like, finally done with dishes. Before, you know, we have those two big-ass pans to deal with. So... Ooh! Chicken's smelling really good. The fried chicken. The pan-fried chicken. But again, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. The days feel long, even though, like, it also feels like I don't really accomplish a whole lot sometimes. And that's mostly because I'm, like, just waiting for these files to, like, download and, like, make sure they're okay. Maybe we'll do like 15 more minutes and then check the beans again. I'm just gonna flip the chicken over one more time. Ah, bitch. Chicken is quite pretty. Very pretty. I wish I could show you Love and Deep Space, but that's on this phone. So I can show you my level and all that stuff. You know what? There's probably a piece of chicken that's ready. Let me see if I can find like an easier looking piece of chicken. We're just keeping this here for flavor. This non-chicken piece. Beans need some more time. Feels like there's less liquid. Oh, bitch. But I could also just be like being really hopeful and just telling myself that. Okay. So let's break off some of this chicken. Yeah, nice. Let me get a fork. We're not quite falling down. Still, you know, still got some fight. So we have some chicken. Hot. 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 And a hot dog. Mm-hmm. Maybe with the more time we give these beans, maybe the chicken will fall off the bone. It didn't really say anything specifically about like to look for that, like a visual cue. I just kind of like when chicken falls off the bone. That's like a personal preference sort of thing. So, in case anyone's like wondering or whatever. And I'm just gathering the blood oil stuff from when we were like pre-cooking the chicken for the cassoulet. I'm just wiping it into like some paper towels. And I'm putting those paper towels in a plastic bag. And then we're gonna put this plastic bag inside of the trash can to dispose of it that way. So we're not like putting it down the sink or anything like that. Ugh. I'm just washing the big bowl that I use for gathering the pre-cooked chicken. I'm gonna put the rest of the thyme and parsley together and back in the fridge. They do make a very nice combo. Okay. We got 7 minutes till the next check. I really hope that it'll be, done by then. I'm not particular. I mean, I mostly just want to sit and chill, or lie down and play like Love and Deep Space, you know. But I really wanted to get this done and do it on YouTube, and also like hang out for White Day. Even though I'm not making any sweets. Sweets seem very appropriate for White Day, But yeah. So there does feel like there's some stuff going on at the bottom, but not enough for me to be like super concerned. But it does feel like we might need to deglaze, but at the same time, it's just like there's no room to deglaze. There's no room to really like move around and like get shit kind of, but on the bright side, it does sort of look like some of the liquid is, I don't know, getting absorbed, kind of, sort of, maybe. That could just be it's probably just me just being in denial, but Don't hurt me. Sort of tastes like pizza. Probably a weird fucking thing to say. Chicken kind of tastes like pizza. Okay, we got almost 3 minutes left. I'm gonna just check some beans real quick. I mean, that was breaking even the one last time, so. Okay. Let's try this smushy bean. I don't know if this 2 minutes is gonna be enough. We'll go ahead and keep it at this temperature, but I think it needs to chill out for a little bit longer. Or cook. It needs to cook a little longer. Let me check these pieces of chicken. Okay. Bottom's looking better. Because I'd rather have browning like that than, you know. Ow! Bitch! Not. Alright. So we'll give a little bit more time to that too. I'll probably just let them go for the same amount of time. Yeah. So I like to do low and slow. A, we have gas stove, or we have a electric stove. And B, just hot oil makes me not feel good. So I think we'll do another 10 minutes. Because then the beans should for real be done. Because again, I don't know how long beans take. One of the recipes was doing like off of canned beans, so I guess that's part of the equation. Because I rehydrated these beans, so I guess, you know, I don't know how to calculate necessarily for that. But, yeah, we'll just put the timer on for another time and let it hang out. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're just putting some of the stuff away. So we're putting away the olive oil with 2 pieces of truffles to flavor it. Flavors a truffle. Look at you boiling like that. Okay. Let me get that before it becomes a problem. Don't want to put too much pressure and then I hurt myself, so. Oh? Yo, what up, Flexi? Happy White Day. Oh, thank you for the cheer. Oh yeah, I always do forget that. I don't even know if I was talking during the redeem. Yeah, so I don't know if I've told you, but my mom qualifies for like senior boxes from like the food bank. So we got distributions for us, but we also picked up for my aunt, my uncle, and another lady. So each person gets a box, or 2 boxes. So 2 boxes for my mom, 2 boxes for my mom's sister, 2 boxes for our aunt, 2 boxes for our uncle, 2 boxes for this other lady we were picking up for, and each person got 2 bags of chicken, like 2 big fucking bags of frozen chicken. So we couldn't store all that. Luckily, my cousin came to get our aunt and uncle's share of food, right? The 4 boxes and the 4 bags of chicken. But we still have outside of this bag, we have 2 for my aunt and then another 5 gigantic bags of frozen chicken in the freezer. And it's just like, that's why I'm cooking all of this chicken partially. And I've been wanting to make cassoulet, which is this thing on the left. Because I like beans and I like meat, you know? But it's just kind of upsetting that like the fridge is gonna be full. I don't like a full fridge. Like, I'm already having a hard time getting through the food that I've made for myself. So like if you ask me to make a big batch of food, plus we have to separate them and store them in the fridge. You know what I mean? I'm just like, this is so much. So I'm gonna eat my share of the food before I go to bed, I think. And then, I mean, I have to let it cool before I put it in the fridge, I think, probably. Something like that. Because I don't want to put a hot pan inside the fridge. I don't like doing that. Even if I have a towel or something underneath it, like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. So, just a me thing, you know. Maybe not everybody feels that way. Bitch, why do you still have blood? That piece over there still has blood. Oh, my God. So, I don't know why you still have blood, but I'd really like it for you to not. Don't do that. It's not just you. Hot food in fridge equals extra humidity. Oh, I guess I didn't think about that too. I think more about like it's like tempered glass or whatever the fuck it is, but also it's just like I worry because it's glass and then it has hot shit on top of it. But yeah. So I'm still gonna have to wait a little bit. So I think after the stream I'm just gonna like fuck around on like Love and Deep Space for a little bit. Just gonna fuck around on Love and Deep Space for a little bit and like temperature change is bad. Yeah, I think there's already something weird with our fridge. The freezer's like got icicles. And there's like water cooling and like on top of the plastic containers. So it's like dripping from somewhere. So it's either dripping from the freezer, or like it's I guess maybe they put something hot and then there's humidity and then you know what I mean? Like I don't know. But oh god, I hope these dudes are fucking done. Let me just sneak peek a bean. Or two. Alright. Let's see if they smush. Okay, they smushed a little bit better, but I still feel a little firm. Let me just double, triple check. Yeah. It takes a long time to lower temperature in the fridge because energy transfer in the air is slow. Oh my gosh, science! Ugh. Like everything smells delicious, but I'm still annoyed. Just because like it's so much food. Like this is so much food, and they're gonna fucking eat slow, and then my mom is gonna want me to cook something like 2 days from now, and I'm gonna be like, why? When we fucking have so much food. You know. So I'm just kind of like, 30 seconds. I'm gonna put more time on everything because this had blood coming out of one of the necks or one of the legs. Oh my god, please don't spit at me like that. Ugh. I know. I know. The other day I was dealing with if you're gonna spit at me, let me open my mouth. My mouth. Would you want hot oil in your mouth, though? I've been dealing with my bots, right? And like today, there were like two with similar names, but one of them had you in it. I thought we were talking about spit. The oil was spitting at me. So, what is it? Yeah, one of the bots was when we were in VR chat and you were a hot dog. So I was like dealing with that and like trying to make sure to save it and also put it on YouTube. And I was like, oh, that's when Flexi was a hot dog. I was like, I really liked when you were a hot dog back then. I think we were hanging out with Mojo too. Because then we played the Among Us where you can't top down. I think I'm cramping. I think I'm cramping. Oh my god. I'm so tired of doing dishes too. Yeah, my stomach doesn't feel good. I need to eat my food though. So there are a lot of different times where I feel like I cannot eat. Sometimes I just don't have an appetite. So like, for example, November. Most of November, I did not have an appetite. I had a really hard time eating. I just wasn't hungry. So I had to like force myself to eat every once in a while because I was like, I kind of have to eat because that's the thing humans do. They eat shit. So there's that, like, just times where I'm not actually hungry. Like, there's something in my brain that's like not letting me feel that feeling. And then there are other times when it's just like right now, like my stomach kind of hurts. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit right now? In times like those, in the various instances where I feel like I cannot eat, I eat baby food. Baby food. A, it's made for babies, so hopefully it's safe. But also, like, it's formulated to still be nutritious, right? Even though, like, this is a very small serving size for an adult. But yeah, when I can't eat, I eat baby food. Pureed, So, but yeah. Every time I majorly get sick, like I have a serious thing happen to me, I notice like it really affects how I eat. Especially when I got COVID that one time that I know of, because I might have had COVID some other time and just not known. But the one time I definitely knew that I got COVID, I couldn't eat. It was so hard, and like afterwards I wanted to eat, but like I had an ulcer because of this fucking COVID situation. And so like I couldn't eat like I used to. Like I couldn't eat kimchi for a really long time. I had to avoid spicy things. I had to avoid like raw vegetables, and these aren't things that the doctor told me. I had to look up shit about ulcers, and I was learning shit from the internet. And also like Pixel had some like situation with like eating. And so, I learned some stuff from Pixel, like raw vegetables are really rough on your stomach. It's hard for it to digest. I had to cook a lot of my vegetables. I have never liked cooked vegetables. I don't like cooked vegetables. Like, I fucking hate it. But, you know, I also didn't want to be in pain every time I ate because I made a poor decision that I didn't know was poor. So I decided I'm gonna, you know, steam my bok choy or blanch it, but mostly steam, you know, because I hate. I actually like raw bok choy. I would eat raw bok choy with hummus, and that was like one of my favorite snacks ever. But that stopped after I got COVID. I know of because any of us could have been asymptomatic and had it and just like not known. But like, oh my god. And like right now I really feel super crampy and we're not quite done yet because we need to get to the eating part and I've somewhat ate some of the cassoulet, but at the same time these beans fucking need to get done. So they're like not done and I'm feeling a little bit in pain. I'm feeling a little bit in pain. These beans need to fucking get cooked. Like they just need to, you know, it needs to happen. So, like the chicken seems fine. It's not falling off the bone, much to my dismay. But the beans need to, you know, need to situate themselves. Okay, so that one broke a little bit easier. Way less resistance. Okay, much more pleasant. All right. Okay, after this timer goes off, we're gonna shut off all the heat. And I'm gonna find someone to raid. Because I'm cramping and it hurts. And I need to just tear off these clothes. Oh, wait. We should admire the clothes. Let's admire the clothes real quick. Mm. Mm-hmm. That kind of helped my stomach a little bit, but not really. Man, I made scorched rice tea yesterday when I didn't have cramps. And now I'm just like, we should have done it. We should have done the scorched rice tea today. Maybe I'll prepare some rice tomorrow and we'll make lugao, which is basically congee. Like that's our congee. That's like our word for congee. Maybe I'll make some lugao like 2 days from now or something like that with definitely ginger. Ginger and maybe chicken. Maybe chicken. So just, you know, look forward to it. And we have really bad lighting. That's just the way this house is. Oh, you know what? I could turn this light on. I didn't think about that. That probably helped a little bit. I didn't even think about that. Sorry. I just prefer darkness. Guess people didn't think those are real. Beautiful. Oh, thank you. Sometimes I think that people just think I'm like, because a lot of them happen off camera, you know what I mean? But, you know. Yes, bitch. Okay. Turn all these bitches off. I'm so scared of fucking hot ass oil. Okay. Let's take a look at our masterpieces. All right. So over here, we have chicken cassoulet, right? Usually cassoulet is not only bacon, which we didn't do, but typically duck. We didn't do that. So this is the chicken cassoulet, and then this is just chicken I fried up because it was part of that big ass bag, and I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. But yeah, this is the cassoulet. This thing on top is part of the pork fat we used to cook all the stuff in. It seemed to have like some bits of meat, but I don't know. Maybe I miscalculated, whatever. And then for this chicken you see here, whatever remnants of the pork fat that happened that we used for pre-cooking the chicken that went to cassoulet and hot dogs, whatever remnant of that fat we used for frying this chicken over here, because I didn't want to waste it, right? I'm trying to like use everything. But yeah. And then that has sage, or yeah. This has, wait. God damn it. This has sage. This has sage. This one also has parsley. That one does not. We ate an egg earlier. And yeah. I think all these are done. I might post pictures in Discord, but most likely I'm gonna forget. So, you know, sage is one of those flavors I don't have registered in my flavor brain. Oh yeah? Dude, it was fresh sage is really good. Like I've never really had fresh sage, or maybe like, you know, maybe I just don't eat enough stuff that has fresh sage in it when I go to restaurants, because like I go to Asian restaurants. I don't know any fucking dish off the top of my head that's gonna have fucking sage in it. You know? But yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Highly recommend if you can get some fresh sage. I got fresh sage at fucking 99 Ranch. I was so surprised. I mean, even dried sage, I don't actually mentally know what it tastes like. I feel like you're gonna remember if you put it in your mouth. Because, like, when I tasted it, I was like, oh! But I was like, oh, this is so much better. This is so much better. I don't know how to describe it, really. So I can't do that for you. I can't describe it. Ugh. But, you know. You know. Let me see who's on. I know there's gonna be speedrunners on right now. Oh, what? Oh, okay, we can rate a DJ. Okay, Emmett's having a scamathon, but I don't think a lot of you know who Emmett is. So, um, so there's Mother Gamer, who I love to raid. She's very cozy. And then we got Mojo, who's on his DJ fucking, he's on his DJ account. So, actually, let me just listen. Okay, it sounds kind of chill. raid Mojo. We haven't rated his DJ account, so DJ underscore. Okay. Oh yeah, we should change. Sorry. Oh my god, stream. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, LCG, Mojo. Thank you for those resubs. Flexi for the bits. Pixel for the raid. Fucking. I'm sorry, I'm just cramping. Thanks. For being here for all the cooking, you know, and some of the eating, because we got some of the eating done, but not really. Why did the scene not change yet? But we're gonna raid Mojo because we haven't rated his DJ account yet. He has a specific DJ account, so if you're interested, please, you know, drop him a follow. He used to be like a radio DJ in real life, so like I think that's like the vibe he's gonna be going for. You know what I mean? Oh Jesus. Maybe I just have like a lot of gas. I don't know. But yeah. I appreciate everybody for being here. Oh wait, it was on my fucking stream was paused. Everyone for like being here, hanging out, chatting. Sorry I did the raid until like 10 minutes into my stream. But yeah, thank you very, very much. These are some places you can find me. We've got Fourth Wall. Fourth Wall is like Patreon, except I can give you a video thank you, which is kind of the main reason why I wanted to add Fourth Wall. It's like probably not even a good reason to add Fourth Wall, but that's the main reason why I wanted to add it. And then we still have Ko-Fi, so if you want to do a one-off dono, you can do Ko-Fi or Fourth Wall. Fourth Wall has you can donate if you want to give Amazon money, which I completely understand, you know. If you want to use your Amazon Prime and give me that Prime sub, you can always do that. I'm super open to that because you're paying for Prime, and you know what I mean. Just get everything you can get out of it if you use it. You know what I mean. And I'm on Xiaohongshu, I'm on Throne, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Blue Sky, I'm on Mastodon. I'm on TikTok, but not really. So if you I'm on Substack now, and I'm on Reddit, but I don't really do anything on Reddit, and I lurk on Substack. So again, if you're on any of those, I'm there under the same screen name. I might have a GitHub, but I can't log in. So I don't know how we're gonna recover that. But anyway, thank you so much. I support all of you in existing comfortably in this interesting social climate that we're in right now. And I hope everyone has a nice day, the rest of their evening, the rest of the week. And if you need resources on information on bullshit that's happening in the world or has been happening, or like history that led up to stuff, because not everything happens in a vacuum. Most things don't happen in vacuum. You know, I have a section in my Discord for that called #resources. So the resources channel. Oh my god. I'm grabbing. Okay. Let's see. Raid, DJ, underscore. Oh my god. Mojo Jojo 671. Okay. Fuck. But yeah, thank you. Jesus. Thank you, Flexi. Yeah, let's hop in on that raid. Cozy DJ stream, you know. Seedlit, who was in here earlier. I think Matcha was here too. Kingpin. Thank you, everybody. I don't know. I probably just need to go to the bathroom or something, or like drink more tea. But I drank so much tea earlier. But yeah. Bye bye.